9 games into our Premier League season and we find ourselves 3 points clear at the top of the league, still unbeaten, and we've only dropped 2 points all year. It looks like it's going to be a fairly successful season in the league, but we have a chance today to get one over our rivals Cardiff City away from home, and as well as get revenge in the Champions League against Marseille with a win qualifying us for the round of 16. What is going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 114 of the Saving Swans series. And as you left us there, we had a good couple of wins against Fenerbahce and Manchester United, and we've had a lot of good results since you were last with us. So we haven't lost a game since you were last with us, although we have been very close, and I'll explain those as we go through the results. So we start off in the Carabao Cup. We beat Leeds 2-0. Very much rotated team. Marco Rog and Nathan Evans grabbing the goals. We dropped points against Crystal Palace away from home. We went 3-0 down to Crystal Palace. Within half an hour, we were 3-0 down. But after half-time, Noe Jose and Aradori grabbing 2 goals in the last 10 minutes for us to salvage a 3-3 draw away from home at Crystal Palace. I thought that was going to be it. 3-0 down within half an hour. I wasn't sure what was going on, but we managed to salvage a 3-3 draw. We beat Schalke 1-0 away from home in the Champions League. Mario Gomez grabbing the goal there. 2-0 win at home against Everton. Aradori again popping up with a couple of goals. 2-1 away from home win against West Ham. We scored in the second minute. Yomar grabbing the goal there, and he also scored the second goal 35 minutes in as well. 1-0 win against Chelsea. Aradori again popping up with the goal. And the latest game, which was an Arsenal game away from home in the Carabao Cup, we won it in extra time. Yomar grabbing the 114th minute goal. So our Carabao Cup goal is still intact. But we do have Man United next. So I am not holding my breath for the Carabao Cup. I'm really wanting to win it, but it may not be the case. But today we've got Cardiff away from home, and a win against Marseille will pull us through to the round of 16. I will show you the tables. So we are 3 points clear of United in the league, with only 2 points being dropped with that draw against Palace, who are bottom of the league, I might add, and they were the team that's given us the most trouble. If we head over to the Champions League, our opponents seem to be taking points off each other with 3 from 3. So we beat Marseille, and we are through to the round of 16. But we do have Cardiff first, and this is the lineup for the Cardiff game. We got Milagres in goal, Johnson, Boning, Arthur and Nard at the back, Zachary Paul, Pineda and Galvez in the middle. De Luca has picked up an injury, so he's going to be out for a good 3 to 5 weeks. Altaboma, advanced playmaker, and Nathan Evans and Girigori are starting up front. So it's the South Wales derby, 9th against 1st. It is a game that we should be pumped for. I do like showing off the Cardiff games. It is a local rivalry. They are playing very defensive, so they know that we're going to be coming at them 100 miles an hour. So we're going to pump up the team. It is the South Wales derby, guys. You should be pumped up for this. These sort of games only come round twice a season, so long as Cardiff stay in the Premier League. But to be fair to them, they have established themselves as a top 10 club in the league. So this is not going to be an easy game by all means. But Galvez outside the box finds Pineda. Back to Galvez, trying to find an opening. Zachary Paul finds Girigori in the box. It is 1-0 to Swansea, 4 minutes in. And Orlando Girigori, the main man, has popped up with a goal. Who else but Girigori? But it's a lovely passing move between Pineda and Galvez. It's going to make its way to Zachary Paul. He tries a pass to Altabama. He gets the second pass through, though, and it takes one touch from Girigori, and it is 1-0 to Swansea. PSG are sniffing around Girigori. They've sent their scouts to scout him a few times, so I think I might have to have a chat with him before long to try and convince him to stay at Swansea. I'm just fearful that after I leave at the end of the season, that PSG, Real, Barca, Bayern Munich are all going to snap up our best players. So whoever my successor is going to be, you've got to be strong. You've got to hold on to these players. Bernard whips one in. That is a penalty. And Olyimpique going to be the man to take it. The new number 8. The Diego replacement, although he doesn't play deep line playmaker. And he slots it past the keeper. It is 2-0 10 minutes in. And we are showing Cardiff City why we are the best team in Wales. We're the best team in the UK. We're the best team in Europe. And we have the Club World Championship coming up to prove that we are the best club team in the world. And we are 2-0 up at the Cardiff City Stadium. Watch how they come back now and draw this game. But we've been playing good football. Like I said, we haven't lost pretty much all season, really. Except for the Community Shield, which nobody counts the Community Shield anyway. So we are in good form. We are fulfilling our pre-season expectations of putting in good performances across all competitions. It's a missed header from Cardiff, and Nathan Evans missed the chance to make it 3-0. The homegrown player trying to score against our local rivals. He's Swansea born and bred, is Nathan Evans, and he missed the chance to get one over our rivals. I'm going to give a calm pleased with your performance, but I'm also going to say there's a lot more from you to come. I love conflicting team talks to hype up my team, but it does seem to do the trick. And we are going into the second half against Cardiff, whereas a win in this game will put us, 6 points clear at the top of the league, although Man United and Arsenal have not yet played, so that is the reason why we are so high up. But we can only beat the teams that are put in front of us. You know, if we decide to play first, that's not our fault. But Aaron whips one in, and Cardiff hit the post. Oh, they are threatening now. They've woken up second half. We should make sure we hang on to this win. I think we should be alright though. We normally, after we score the first goal, settle down a bit. We've only had 2 shots on target, mind you. So we're going to shout out to get creative. Try and get some more shots in, because Cardiff are the ones that have had more shots on target than us. And they're looking threatening. Son crosses it in for Simonelli, and they hit the post again. That's twice now that Cardiff have hit the post. They're going to be very annoyed that they've hit the post twice. I think we're going to make some subs. I think Nathan Evans. No, we'll keep him on. We'll bring on Zaquinha for Zachary Paul. We will. Everybody else underperforming, really? We're doing not too bad. I might bring on Gomez for Olyimpique and swap him with Pineda. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make a double sub. So it looks like we're hanging on. I mean, to be fair to Cardiff, they've been very unlucky this game. They've had more shots on target than us. They've hit the post twice. They'd be very aggrieved to not grab a goal in this game. But this is what they take. See, the quality of the players, the quality of play. That is the difference between... Oh, unlucky from Girigori. That is the difference between a league-winning side and a top 10 side. We can put away our chances. But Zaquina is going to whip one in to Arthur, to Gomez, to Pineda. Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal. Milagro is on 7.6. He's the best player on the pitch. I haven't seen many saves from him, though. But we are going into the 90th minute, 92 minutes in. We're waiting for the final whistle. There it is. And we do grab a win in the South Wales derby against Cardiff, away from home. And Milagros was man of the match, which is very interesting. Well, he had the highest average rating. But Monaco still scouting Arthur. Neymar wants Girigori to leave. I think we're going to have a word with Girigori to convince him to stay. And Real Madrid are scouting, boning Arthur and Girigori. The top teams just want our players, but they're not going to get them, at least whilst I'm in charge anyway. But we look at the competitions there, and that shows that we are 6 points clear at the top of the league after a win against our domestic rivals. And now, let's go get 3 points away from... Are we away from home? Are we away from home against Marseille? No, we're home, so we have the chance to get some revenge against Marseille at home and qualify for the round of 16 of the Champions League. Rotated team for the game against Marseille. Timo Horn in goal, Trent, Cabrera, Pugh and Cardanes at the back. Zaquinha, Gomez and Galvez in the middle. Altabama, Yomar and Aradori up front. I'm experimenting with putting, instead of having a target man, having a complete forward. So last game was Girigori. This game, Yomar's going to be complete forward and Aradori will be advanced forward, just to see if it makes any difference when it comes to our attacks. So not many first choice players, I would say, in this team. Trent, Pugh, Altabama, Aradori, I would say the only, maybe Yomar as well, first choice players. But we're going to see if that's going to be enough to get past Marseille and to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. We'll top the group and then we don't have to worry about the last two games, as we will know that we will be in front. So we win today, we'll be on 12 points. I think, yeah, we'll be on 12 points. Schalke are still on 6. So they could still go ahead of us as top of the group, so long as we lose our last two games and they win their last two games. Brado's 1-on-1. The save. So yeah, it's not all said and done even if we win this game. We will still need to get a point in our last two games. But Zaquinha whips one in. Yomar's going to chase that. Lose out to Ramirez. Pass it back to the goalkeeper. I think, yeah, I was going to say that looks like it's the end of the highlight. But Marseille are the team that dumped us out of the Champions League 2 years ago and then went on to win the whole thing. That was when we had Dortmund, us and Marseille in the group, and we were all on 10 points. And we lost out on head-to-head because we just couldn't get past Dortmund. But we recovered since then. We won the Europa League that year. We then qualified for the Champions League the year after and won the Champions League last season. We beat them in the Super Cup. But Yomar whips it in for Aradori. Over the bar. So we have had a measure of revenge over them already. But I think this will be the exclamation point if we can knock them out of the Champions League. Altabama puts one wide. We are pressing. We are looking for the goal. But nothing so far. 20 minutes in. Just keeping an eye on those ratings. Aradori's on a 6.6. But everybody else, Yomar's on 6.9 as a complete forward. He's not doing too bad. But it does look like we're going to go into half-time 0-0. Unless there's going to be a goal in the last 5 minutes. But it is Marseille on the ball. Mizani finds Valverde. It's all Marseille. Are they going to find a gap? Ronnie Lopez. To Ramadan. To Masoudi's in the box. And Timo Horn with a save. He's had a chat with us saying he wants to leave. He feels he can, or he's achieved everything he can. Well, he hasn't won the Carabao Cup. And he hasn't won the Club World Championship. So, Timo Horn, you have not achieved everything you can at the club. But we're going to say that we're going to give an aggressive far from pleased from what I just saw. Altabama was on a 6.5. We might have to sub him off. No way Jose is injured at the moment. So we don't really have a natural attacking playmaker to put in there. So I think Pineda might be the man. Unless Gomez can play it better. Yeah, Gomez can play a little bit better. So we're going to sub him in instead. We're going to go attacking. We're going to try and get the win against Marseille. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world. Because we'd still be in a very strong position to qualify. Well, we'd be 6 points clear of Marseille with 2 games to go. So unless we lose both those games, we're pretty much through. But Yomar crosses it in. Oh, that's a poor cross from him. Could have done better there. But Pereira holding on to the ball. What are they planning? Are they going route 1? It might be. Mizani finds Masouidi. I am very much butchering these names. Ramadan outside the box finds Ronnie Lopez on his own. That was threatening. Marseille are looking threatening. I'm going to demand more. And I'm going to bring on Girigori for... Who am I going to bring him on for? I think I can bring him on for Yoma. So we're going to bring Girigori on for Yoma. And see if we can try and get a result. Like, a draw isn't the end of the world. But I would like to win just to secure that place. But it's all been Marseille, to be fair. Andone on the ball. Finds Valverde. They are a threatening team. Ronnie Lopez. Lovely passing, but Trent does intercept. And are we going to start a move of our own? Cardanes. To Ross Pugh, one of our own. Pineda. Some short passing, keeping the ball. And then they mix up by going route one. Girigori. Is he going to find anybody? He's going to try and find Aradori with a shot. And he does grab the goal. The first shot was blocked. But it's the second one that makes its way into the back of the net. We do finally get the breakthrough. Cardanes pumps it upfield. Girigori does cross it. He shoots once but blocked. But he's quick enough on his feet to get the second shot in the back of the net. And that win and that goal may be enough to get us into the round of 16. We're going to dial it back to counter now that we've got the goal. Baziquinha to Gomez. He's going to try and find Girigori. Does find him. Finds Aradori, edge of the area. He's going to whip one in. Finds Gomez, and it is 2-0. Gomez started the move, and he ended the move as well. Mario Gomez, not good enough to make the Portugal side, but he's good enough to make the Swansea City side that got the second goal against Marseille. Aradori crosses it in, and he just lifts it to the top of the net with a shot. And I think that is going to be all she wrote for Marseille, because they are in a very tough position to qualify from this group now. They've got to beat Schalke to get ahead in this group. And we're going to wait for the countdown to go. Yeah, they are 3 points behind Schalke. So they've got it all to do in this group. But we don't care about them. We care about Swansea City. And I'm going to say I'm very happy with your solid defensive work. I'm happy with the midfield. I'm happy with the final third. So we do get a 2-0 win over Marseille. And it says we hammered them, but first half performance, I wouldn't say so. Swansea have qualified from Group F in the Champions League. Aradori with a goal and assist. We'll tell him he was superb in front of goal. And the England boss is scouting for his next squad. So we look at the competitions page, we'll look at the Champions League, and there's the confirmation. We have qualified to the first knockout round of the Champions League. If we get a point in our last 2 games, we will top the group. And we're looking pretty good. So as for next episode, I think we will come back. We'll come back around the City game. Because I know we've got the Club World Championship coming up. So if it's before the City game, we'll do the City game. If it's after the City game, we're going to come back for the Club World Championship. So we're going to come back around December time. It's probably going to be Club World Championship. But depending on when it is, we might sneak in a Man City League game in between. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2018 content. Oh, before you do go, these are the games you're going to miss out on. So you're going to miss out on Spurs, Middlesbrough, and a couple of Champions League games. So these are the games we're probably going to miss out on. But we'll come back around about this time. We might do the City game. Depends when the Club World Championship happens. Leave a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2018 content. We upload Saving Swans every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 PM GMT. And I will see you next time for a trip to... Where is it? Club World Championship. Where is it? Japan. Well, I will see you in Japan. Thank you very much for watching.